My name is Amanda, and I'm here with
Linda.
and we are with the Tampa Hillsborough County Public Library. Today, we are really excited to present some dino trivia.
Hi, I'm Miss Linda with the Tampa Hillsborough County Library. We are going to have some fun trivia today, some dinosaur trivia, so get your thinking caps on. The first thing we're looking at is we're going to look at, we do have some ebooks online. If you go to hcplc.org/books, there's some ebooks, and this one features Hoopla, which is you can check out books at any time. There is no waiting list. You can have up to 12 in a month. I highlighted a comic book that has dinosaurs in it, and there's also factual books. There's one called Dromaeosaurus. So you can check that out. Another good thing to do is on the bottom, it says to log your reading hours on Beanstack, which is hcplc.beanstack.org. We will talk about that a little more later, I believe. But if you sign on to that, you can get credit for attending a virtual program and get one of your badges. All right, I think, Miss Amanda, we're ready for our trivia. So we're going to start with our first question.
Sounds good. Are you going to leave your camera on, Miss Linda?
I am going to turn it off.
Okay, let's get into the trivia.
So the first question is, what is your favorite dinosaur? So I left some choices for you. So we'll go ahead and we'll start that poll, and I'll read the choices. All right, so I gave you some choices: the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Stegosaurus, the Triceratops, the Brachiosaurus, or if you don't see your favorite one on there, you can choose other, and then you can go ahead and tell us later in the answer section or in the question section what your answer is, okay? So we're gonna wait a few minutes and let everybody get their answers in. All right, so it looks like Tyrannosaurus Rex is our largest one. And there's a bunch of others.
Okay, so let me share with you, we do have a T-Rex in the question section. Oh, we have pterodactyl, which is really cool. And
Okay.
I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Mosasaurus. Well, we will find out.
Mosasaurus is the aquatic one.
Ooh, so we've got land, air, and water. Very cool.
So my favorite dinosaur is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And let's see, Mr. Tyrannosaurus Rex, which you guys seem to like the most. His name means king of the tyrant lizards, and he could be up to 13 feet tall. He's also one of the most popular dinosaurs, as you can see. All right, let's go ahead and let's do our next question. So, do you guys know a person who studies fossils and prehistoric life is known as we got paleontologist, a scientist, an archaeologist, or a biologist? What do you guys think could be the answer to this one? Oh, I couldn't trick you guys. So the answer to that one is, let's go ahead and look at the slide. The answer is actually paleontologist. And a paleontologist is actually someone who combines a biology and geology. Biology is the study of life and living organisms, and geology is the study of the Earth's structure and history, and they combine them into one degree. And paleontologists are the ones that study and look for dinosaur bones, put them together, do all kinds of amazing things, usually having to do with fossils. A scientist is just a generalized degree. An archaeologist is actually someone who studies human history. Paleontologists mostly study dinosaurs and plants and animals and other organisms that lived long ago, but archaeologists are human history, and biologists actually study plants. So there are actually paleobiologists who study ancient plants. All right, let's go on to our next question. All right, so true or false, Dinosaur bones have been found on all of the continents except for Antarctica. What do you think? Is that true or is that false? Now remember, when dinosaurs were around, the world was very different looking. So what do you think? Could they be all over the world? Could they be on a few continents? Could they be in a few countries? What do you think? We got half and half. Well, the amazing thing is that is false. Dinosaur bones have been found on all 7 continents, including Antarctica. So back when the dinosaurs were around, Antarctica was not nearly as cold as it is now. So if you go on to your next slide, Miss Amanda, we're going to talk about one of those very dinosaurs, Cryolophosaurus. I think I said that one right. Yes, he was actually the first carnivore to be discovered in Antarctica, and he's also considered one of the oldest carnivores. He's called Elvisosaurus because he has that little frill on the front of his head. He could be 20 to 26 feet long. He lived during the early Jurassic period, so towards the beginning. And actually, he has been featured on the show Dinosaur Train. He is the king that sings Elvis songs. All right, so I think we're ready for our experiment break. Experiment break. All right. So for our experiment, we're going to need a bottle with some water in it. We're going to need some rocks. And we're going to get some green stuff. All right, so you guys can do this experiment later. Just get a clean bottle, clean it out, put some water in it. Doesn't matter how much water. You might want to put a little water in there. So the reason that we're doing this is, I'm going to show you this real quick, and we'll talk about it a little bit more later. Does anybody know what this is? This is a Triceratops tooth. So you see, this part is their actual tooth, and then this is the rest of the stuff that's stuck in their gums. So they had little teeth, all right? So some of the bigger veggie eaters, otherwise known as herbivores, would actually swallow rocks. We're gonna need a lot of rocks. Ooh. All right. Now, you can see, I'm gonna bring it to you. So this is, there's a lot of rocks in there. This is the stomach, and then we have the rocks in there. Okay, now we're gonna take some veggies. I have some spinach. And we're gonna pretend that we're a Vegisaurus. And we're gonna eat some of the spinach. All right. Now, one of the dinosaurs that we're gonna talk about in a few minutes actually was found with lots and lots of different sized stones in their stomach. They got some smooth ones, they had some big ones, all different kinds. And if I could talk to you guys, I know you guys would say that was because it would help them to crush up their food. So we're gonna put a few more rocks in on top of it. All right. And then we're gonna make a lot of noise. So we're gonna close it up real tight. Now you're gonna see there's some rocks down here in the bottom. We have our green stuff and we have our water. And we're gonna go like this. Can you see that everything's getting kind of broken down a little bit? Everything's kind of getting mashed up, broken down. So this is when the dinosaurs would swallow, they would eat their food, and then they'd walk. The rocks would mash up the greens and make it easier for the dinosaur to digest. And now you can see it's all mashed up. It's all kind of worked out together. Now, if you're doing this at home, you can shake the bottle for as long as you want to and see how small everything gets. But this is what the inside of a veg eater's stomach would look like after a while. All right. Now, again, this was the tooth of a Triceratops. And can anyone think what this might be? This is the tooth of a T-Rex. So imagine how much harder the veggie eaters had to work with their smaller little teeth. All right. The great thing about that experiment, if the parents are watching, is you can just throw the whole bottle away and there's no mess. All right. Thank you guys for watching the experiment. Miss Amanda, I'm going to turn my camera off and we're going to go ahead and go on to the next question. All right. All right, so this one's a hard one. What is the oldest known dinosaur? Now there could be older ones, but this is the currently known oldest dinosaur. We have Tyrannosaurus rex, Stegosaurus, the Dinosaurs, or the Oldosaurus. What do you guys think could be the oldest of the dinosaurs? What do we got? We got, let's see, T-Rex. We have a little bit of every answer. All right, so the answer is actually Dinosaurs. Oldosaurus is actually something I made up. So that's not actually a dinosaur. I was tricking you guys. I'm sorry. But the Dinosaurs is actually the oldest known dinosaur right now. They were found in Tanzania, which is a little tiny country. You can look it up a little later to see where they were. They were about 6 to 9 feet long, and they were about 3 feet tall. So they were the size of a chicken, a modern day chicken, but they lived 247 million years ago. It's a really long time. All right, now our next question is, who was the heaviest dinosaur? Any guesses? Now we only have 2 choices in this one. We have the Seismosaurus and the Argentinosaurus. Now, which one do you think was the heaviest dinosaur? Interested to see what you think. Let's see what the answer was. Oh, it's about even. The heaviest dinosaur, let's go on to the answer, is actually the Argentinosaurus. For those who got that one, you got it right, Argentinosaurus. Now, Seismosaurus was the longest dinosaur, and it weighed about 30 tons, but the Argentinosaurus weighed around 99 to 110 tons. That's 198,000 to 220,000 pounds. It was thought to be one of the largest land animals ever, and it actually does get its name, Miss Amanda, because it was found in Argentina.
Interesting. Happy to remember.
And he actually, this is an interesting factoid that I found out. He moved about the same speed as a turtle. He moved about 5 miles an hour. Really fast. But these two actually were some of the dinosaurs that would eat the rocks to help with their digestion. Seismosaurus was actually found with different sizes of rocks in its stomach. All right, let's go on to the very last one. Now this lovely skeleton, who do we think this guy could be? We know he's a meat eater, right? Because he's standing on two legs. But who could he be? So we're going to get our choices. We have Carnotaurus, Megalosaurus, Allosaurus, or Tyrannosaurus Rex. And all of those listed are actually dinosaurs, and they actually are meat-eating dinosaurs. So who do you think this skeleton could belong to? Ooh, you guys are on the ball. All right, so this guy right here is actually an Allosaurus. You can tell the difference because his front legs were a little longer. Remember now, T-Rex's legs were really, really short, his front ones. So Allosaurus actually had longer ones. The picture that you see on the screen is how big he would be next to a full-sized man. So he was pretty big. He was about 28 feet tall. He was a meat eater. He was found in the Midwest United States, mostly in Colorado. His name meant different lizard. And now I keep saying his, but there were girl Allosauruses too, obviously. My fun fact is they could actually regrow teeth like a shark. Sharks can lose their teeth as they grow and as they hunt and all those things, but they could regrow them. Unlike us, we can't regrow our teeth. I believe we are ready for our questions. Thank you guys for doing the trivia. And we'll go ahead and see if we got any questions.
Well, we do. So I'm going to go ahead and come back on camera. And so is Miss Linda. And we are going to, we've got a lot of great ones. I do want to give a couple shout outs to some other dinosaurs that were favorites. We have Deinonychus. We have, we have another pterodactyl fan. We also have just a general cool. So thank you. We appreciate that you thought that this was cool. I had a lot of fun, and I actually learned some dinosaur facts today. So this is a question. This is a good question. Do we need, when you're doing the experiment at home, do you need to have water in the 2-liter bottle?
Yes, you do. The water actually mimics the stomach acids, because you know that when we eat, we have stomach acid in our stomachs, and it helps to break it down. So the water actually will help to mimic the stomach acids. Obviously, it's not going to break down anything, but it helps with everything moving around and breaking up everything.
Okay, and I like what you said too, in that it is a very nice and easy cleanup. Oh, here is another question related to the experiment. Can you use lettuce instead of spinach?
Of course, you can use any greens. I normally use lettuce. I've used that in the past. You can use anything you have on hand. I just happen to have spinach in my fridge, so I use some spinach. I figured it would mimic leaves, but yes, you can use lettuce. You can use any greens that you want to use for it.
Okay, we have some related, we're seeing this one quite a bit. Are the dinosaur teeth, where did you get the dinosaur teeth, and are they real?
Well, this is Mr. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Obviously, the dinosaur teeth are not going to be real because they actually keep them usually in museums or for scientific uses. This is actually a replica, I will admit. So is this one, and I have a few other ones with me. They're replicas. I got one of them on Amazon, I believe, in the store. They're fairly easy to find. You can look for dinosaur teeth. They come together in a kit. Sometimes they come separately. It all depends.
And that's the answer tells us a little bit about paleontology, wherein that it is cool to find a replica, but you want the real ones to be in museums and in with scientists or paleontologists, so they can work with those and share them with the public. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, this is an interesting question. How are dinosaurs different from lizards? So are dinosaurs different from lizards?
They're not. They're actually related to lizards. Yep. Their name actually, dinosaur, means terrible lizard. So they actually are related to lizards that we see today. Paleontologists, scientists, all those scientific people, they believe basically dinosaurs, some of them may have evolved into the little lizards that we see around. They also know that like alligators and crocodiles, which are, I believe, reptiles, if I'm correct with that one, they are actually what we see today are smaller versions of things that existed way back with Mr. T-Rex and all of them. So they are actually lizards.
Okay, so unfortunately, it looks like we are out of time for today. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our slide with a little bit more information. So if you enjoyed this program, if you like these interactive programs with STEAM, with these sorts of activities, please check out our website, hcplc.org/summer. You can find some really cool events, some related books, some great reading when it comes to all land animals, including dinosaurs, and also our upcoming events. I will give a shout out tonight. Check out hcplc.org/summer. We are having a special event where we are doing our One Book, One Night program with Charlotte's Web, the beloved family classic. If you do have any questions about using your library card, or what is going on at the library, please give us a call at 813, oops, I've got my number blocked here, 813-273-3652, or you can connect with us online at hcplc.org/contact. Once again, I want to thank you, Miss Linda, for such a fun program, and I want to thank everybody for attending. I hope you are having a great kickoff to summer, and we will hopefully see you at a program very soon.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.